There's only one man who would dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star!
You want answers!
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
You wanna know how I got these scars?
Today, Junior?
If you did 20% of the work and got 80% of the results, wouldn't you do it? Well, Stephanie Miller wrote the book on it. How to Save the Planet the 80-20 Way. Let's hear some tips on how to save the planet right now on The Al Travis Show.
Let's be honest. Of course you would do it. You'd be a fool not to do it unless you're actually addicted to something and you can't stop. But other than that, you really would, right, Stephanie?
Yes, and the beauty of the 80-20 way is the thing you're addicted to can be your 20%. Basically, the thing you don't switch out of, the thing you keep doing even though you know it's bad for you, bad for the planet, Yeah. I give you a free
My
pass
lifestyle.
on that.
Thank you. It's my lifestyle. So I appreciate it. Lots of good stuff going on these days. It is July We Hate Plastic Month, right?
No. We don't say it that way.
Oh, I do because I'm just annoying.
It's
How
called
to use it.
Plastic Free July. It's the idea that why July, I don't know, but the idea that you can start really any time. It doesn't have to be January 1, but July is this movement started in July to get people to think about alternatives to plastic, single-use plastic that they want to get out of their lives.
Yeah. And that's the key here, single use. Because I'm thinking, summertime, you're barbecuing more, you're doing stuff like that. It's not as much of the plastics, but you do have to have something to put it in, for later, the extra. That's more than one use.
Yes. I don't know what exactly you're referring to with the barbecue, but there are so many things that are plastic that we're going to use. They're not single use. We put them to good use. Yep. Hopefully we don't put hot food on them because that's a health hazard. No. But
here's what I was talking about. So
the laptop I'm talking to you on, so to speak, is made of plastic. That's fine. I mean, I think let's start with the stuff that really makes sense to get rid of because we've just wandered into this world without thinking and this world of convenience that didn't really exist in your and my early days in Minnesota.
Well, it did. Here, back in the day, love that phrase, if you were going to do a rack of ribs, you went to the butcher, the butcher place inside the grocery store, and they cut it up, they put it in some sort of paper, and you brought it home and you cooked it.
Yep.
Well, this is what I was thinking about. So 4th of July, and the reason I bring it up, the more than one-use plastic. So when I'm going to turn the Traeger on and I'm going to grill, I'm out there for the day, and I've got chicken breast, and I got the barbecued ribs, and I'm going to do a pork butt. I mean, I get this thing rolling because I just love it.
Yeah. It's your thing.
It's my gig. But that's okay because you got food for the week. You just got to put it in the thing and you can use it. But here's what I'm looking at. And I don't even understand this stuff anymore. I mean, I get why, but so you buy a thing of chicken breasts, right? Yeah. A dozen chicken breasts or thighs. Yeah. And that's wrapped in plastic. It's got a plastic holder, yellow thing to put the meat on. And then inside that, some bladder thing sucking up the juices in there made out of plastic and absorbing stuff too. I take my chicken breast out. I'm like, look at what's in here, Stephanie. You would hate this. What do I do with it? You can't recycle that. That's going in the trash. Yep. Why are we doing it like that?
Yeah, you tell me. I mean,
this is how we fix things. I just don't know how.
We went to the butcher and we got our meat in paper. Yeah. I actually just found a butcher near me, an old style butcher. And my husband and I just discovered them last week, and they put the meat in the paper. And I'm like, hey, check that box, solve that problem. But it's hard these days. It's hard. So don't kick yourself for things like that. If that's the way you have to buy your chicken because you're not going to go make friends with a farmer who's going to get it for you, then so be it. But that's how other things you can do.
But that's how I thought it. We buy the cow by the half, right? We do have a farm guy. We buy a cow by the half. It's butchered up and it's wrapped in paper in the freezer. Well, yeah. But I'm just looking at the difference. You got me thinking, and I don't know if we're off topic here. But so when I put any beef on the grill, I'm taking it out of the butcher paper. That's what we butchered, put it in, and we put it in the freezer. It's just so much different than you buy the pork, and you got to rip the plastic bag off around the ribs. And I just noticing it because you make me notice things that this probably does not have to be that way, but maybe it is because of the mass, butchering
It
of
doesn't
pigs.
have to be this way, but
Okay.
it's the way we've evolved in the last 50 years or so,
Yeah.
40 really. And there are alternatives. But
Okay.
you know, today to find those alternatives can be tricky.
Yeah.
And I'm a strong believer in ask for what you want to see. But let's face it, you and me asking our butcher, please don't package that in plastic, package it in paper, may make a difference if it's a small shop and may not make a difference if it's a Piggly
Yeah.
Wiggly or
Yeah.
wherever.
Yeah. Wherever.
Um,
For folks
so
who don't know, in Minnesota, Piggly Wiggly is very big in the East Coast.
I've never been to a Piggly Wiggly on the East Coast. I've only
Oh.
been to a Piggly Wiggly in Rochester, Minnesota, where I grew up.
Oh. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yes, yes.
But you're right.
So,
A big you buy your whatever the name of the big supermarket is. They buy these ribs in massive quantities, and they all come wrapped in their own plastic. And I don't think we can stop that anymore.
yes, and in fact, and this is veering a little off from what you're talking about, but I read recently that in terms of microplastics showing up in our food, well, showing up in ways that enter our bodies, whether it's
Hmm.
through the water we drink in plastic bottles or otherwise, the food we eat, apparently one of the biggest culprits is processed meat
Oh,
because, and I'm not going to say this very well, but basically, processed meat goes through so many different phases of packaging, and
okay.
along the way, the microplastics seep into the food. So by the
Oh, that
time you
makes
end
sense.
up with a sausage, it's had a different route
Hmm.
than like a chicken breast, let's
Yeah.
say, if you're talking about meat. So anyway, that's another thing to
Yeah, yeah.
be aware of. But you know me, I'm a big believer in start with the and actually Plastic Free July is about starting with the simple stuff
All
and
right.
then moving on from there. And last time, a couple weeks ago, wait, last week when we spoke, I don't know when it was, but it was right before July 4th. I remember because we
Yep.
wished each other
Yeah.
happy
Before.
4th, happy Independence Day. So I told you I was going to do this thing, and I did it, which is um, 9 of us volunteers got together at my house throughout June and
Oh
made
yeah.
these reusable produce bags out of donated fabric that would otherwise have been landfilled.
Yeah.
And we made these beautiful, I think beautiful, some not so pretty or quality. The quality control was missing on the ones I made because I'm not a seamstress. But anyway, they looked great. We took them to my local farmers market on Saturday, and in 2 hours, we were prepared to be there for the whole farmers market day. In 2 hours, we gave away 100 of these bags, and
Wow. Good for
people
you
loved
guys.
them. And it was great because you could see them. We struck up a little conversation, and then they'd go off and they'd buy their okra or their berries. I don't like okra, but
Yeah.
their berries, and they'd use our baskets, and you'd see them walking by again with their filled, not baskets, produce.
Yeah. Oh, I
Anyway, it
love
was
that.
so much fun, and I hope that we woke people up a little bit to a little more obscure thing to switch out because the grocery bags people get it, but the produce bags people don't always get it.
You need
So I
to
have a
start a
few other
mini little
obscure.
company here. You need to if this is going this well, there's a cottage industry. You need to get it open on the internet and start making you'll get really good at sewing. Start letting her rip.
At the
Oh,
rate I sew a bag, uh, I will make $2 in 3 months. I mean, it's you should see me. It's a
I
labored process. My friend who sews can crank these babies out in 10 to 15 minutes.
yeah.
It takes me about an hour to do one bag on my own, which is why it's so much fun to team up with others who can make it a little bit of an assembly line thing. We have a lot
Gotcha.
of fun. But I have,
We
so
get
anyway, I just
Nope.
wanted to brag about
You're
that.
gonna tease what's coming up because we got to go to break. So what do you want to talk about on the other side?
I want to talk about a few cool, really cool things I discovered lately that are a little more obscure than the bags and the bottles and the straws that I
Okay.
think we could get excited about. Even you could get excited about.
Even I will find out
Yeah.
what that is right after this on the Al Travis Show. It's Stephanie Miller, the 80/20 way.
There are many ways to explore Alexandria. Some like to experience the outdoors and all the fun winter in Minnesota can provide. Pick your favorite way to get in touch with nature. Others like to explore downtown in the warm comfort of a boutique or gathered around a table with friends. You can do all of that or relax and do nothing at all. Come explore Alexandria. Start planning at explorealex.com.
Achieving your financial goals requires individual planning and a comprehensive approach. At Midwest Money Management, our mission is to provide you with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to feel comfortable financially today and secure about tomorrow. Learn more at MidwestMoneyManagement.com. That's MidwestMoneyManagement.com.
Securities offered through JW Cole Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through JW Cole Advisors Inc. Midwest Money Management and JW Cole Financial Inc. and JW Cole Advisors Inc. are unaffiliated entities.
Easily offended? The Al Travis Show is not for you. The Al Travis Show. All sides are welcome.
We've got her, Stephanie Miller, the Zero Waste Living, the 80-20 way to go to Zero Waste Living in DC and check it out. This is exciting because you say this is something I could get excited about. In this whole process of what we do, I don't know how excited I get. I'm anti the straw thing. The paper straw thing does not work for me. I can't get on board. It feels weird on your lips. I don't like it. What is it that you're going to get me excited about in a offhanded way?
Well, maybe you won't be that excited.
Okay.
About it, but
You oversold this?
Oh,
You oversold this? Go to the break. Come on.
Okay. How do you drink your coffee? Do you drink coffee, first of all?
No, my wife does. I'm not a coffee guy.
Okay, how does your wife drink coffee?
With her right hand in a cup.
Okay, sorry. Wrong kind of question. Not precise enough. Does she take her coffee at home or does she go out to get her coffee?
We're home coffee people.
Yes.
She makes it herself.
As am I. And she has to have her 1 or 2 cups every day?
Are you trying to get me in trouble?
No.
I think she sips the perfect amount of coffee every day.
And does she?
And no, it isn't every day.
And
but
what kind of machine does she use to make her coffee?
Oh my God. Just you pour water in the top and the coffee comes out the bottom.
So like a traditional brew.
Yeah, just an old. There, it is not like you use the cups or anything. She got a little grinder thing, and then she takes the grounds and put them in there, and then water. I don't know what that's called. Coffee maker.
So she has to have her coffee, and you make it sustainably at home. What happens when you guys travel? What is she? How does she drink? It?
Oh, you know what? And actually, she does. I should get on this. I know where you're going with this. We'll go to one of those, to a place, a hotel, or whatever, and they'll have the little. Is it a Keurig thing? You get one.
Yep.
You get one thing, and you drop her in there, and you pop her down, and then you get a cup.
Yeah.
She kind of likes that because it comes with different flavors, and she can kind of experiment. But I get where you're going with this. That's just a wasted cup. I knew
for
it.
Your wife.
All right.
She is going to love me after this. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So we also brew our coffee at home. My husband and I each have a cup in the morning, and he makes it at night. It's already in the morning. It's great. But when we travel, we are in the same situation as your wife. You got the K cups, right? The Keurig cups.
Yeah. Yep.
I just saw this not so fun fact that the K cups, the number of K cups in the trash, the volume could be wrapped around the planet 10 times. That's how much K cups, and they're tiny, as you know.
Yeah.
That's how many are out there and accumulating. And apparently, a quarter of households, so not yours and not mine, but a quarter of households have these single coffee cup makers, whether it's Keurig or something else.
Yeah.
So hugely wasteful. I won't even get into the health aspects of that plastic heating up in your beverage and that you're ingesting. I'm just going to stick with the waste problem for now.
All right.
But you can think about the health.
Oh, yeah.
Your wife can. So I do what I do, and I don't shove anything down anyone's throat, but I have people who follow me, friends, who will say, oh, I found this cool thing. So a friend of mine just wrote me about this really cool, and I ordered it for my next trip, which is next week, steeped coffee. That's the brand. I think there are other brands. I'm not a sponsor or anything.
No.
She told me about this, and it's so cool, and different flavors, by the way. And it came with no plastic. I ordered it online. It came no plastic, and it comes in a cardboard box, which your listeners can't see. It comes in a compostable bag, and I've never opened it. I'm going to open it on the air right now just because I want to smell it. Oh my God.
Well, it's a little tea bag.
So it looks like a tea bag, but the tea bag is paper and it's compostable, so you're not getting the microplastics.
Yep.
And apparently you can put this in the Keurig machines in your room. So you've got the hot water and you've got and I can just tell you, this particular one is called Sunrise Blend Light Roast. Anyway, it smells delicious.
You know what you got me thinking? Let's do $1 million idea here, because that's fine. Do your little paper bag thing. But you know the Tide Pods you throw in your wash machine and then it dissolves in hot water and goes away? Couldn't you do that with a coffee thing? Put it in there, dissolves with water, whatever it be, and you just flop her in there and there's no waste. It just water dissolves it.
Yeah, that's called powder detergent.
Well, not that and they don't put the detergent in. I mean, make that same baggie with coffee in it.
Oh, I see.
A water soluble bag with your coffee in it. Flop her in there. It goes, no cups to throw out, no waste to throw out. Maybe it's got to be.
I see. So you want to adopt that idea to make.
But that'd be water soluble bag. You're showing me water soluble. When it hits it, it goes into your coffee and tastes like leaves or something.
You should have been an inventor, Al. That's a very cool idea.
Ideas like this, I just can't. I don't know how you'd make it. What you make it out of? But go ahead and make it Keurig, and now you'll have people like us on your team, because all you got to do, and they got them in all the hotels. You flop them in there, no waste, no garbage, just dissolves in your cup. Drink it up. Boom.
Boom. I love that idea. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to try.
Do that.
When I travel, I'm going to try this thing, and I'll let you know when I am back from my travels how it tastes.
Well, you're going to be gone next time, because you are traveling. But when you get back, tell me how it tastes and if it works, and I'll pick some up for the wife. It's called Steep.
This particular, I think there are a few companies. This is called Steeped Coffee. I'll send you the link if you want.
We'll look it up on the line. We got it.
I get no money from them. They don't know who I am. It's just, I'm going to try.
If all of a sudden on all these radio stations, they're getting all these Steep orders, maybe they'll call me up and become a sponsor. We have no idea. Thank you, Stephanie. Got to fly. We're out of time. You have a great trip.
Thank you.
Stephanie Miller, the 80/20 way.
Braver Angels, Minnesota.